You're listening to Excellence Above Talent, a podcast where we have the hard conversations about the lives of men and what leads us to achieve greatness and suffer defeat. Hear from other men's journeys as well, as we all learn and grow together to become inspirations to ourselves and those around us. And now your host, Aaron Thomas.
What's up, my beautiful people? Aaron Thomas with Excellence Above Talent. Back with it. Another week going down. So, I've introduced this book multiple times, and this is a book that has and will continue to help me grow in life. Second best book. First best book is the Bible. Second best book, in my opinion, The Way of a Superior Man. And they talk about ways men could be better, not superior to, let's say, women or others, but superior from within. And there is a chapter in this book that really resonate with me because most of my life, I felt like I was chasing women. And you know, in the Bible, it says, he who finds himself a good woman finds himself a good thing. Right? So I assumed I had to be the chaser to find the good thing. And so I want to go back and just make sure the Bible verse is in Proverbs 18 and 22. And it says, he who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. So my assumption of finding was chasing. Finding, as described in the dictionary, is the action of finding someone or something, to detect, to discover, to encounter, to identify, to locate, to meet, to notice, to spot. Finding has nothing to do with chasing. Chasing is defined as to pursue in order to catch or catch up with, to go after, to track something, to pursue. Those are two totally different words that I had mixed together. I assumed as a man I was supposed to chase after the woman that I wanted, not pay attention to the signs that she was giving me, not pay attention to the red flags that she had. In my mind, that's who I wanted. That's who I was going to get. And I think a lot of my relationships failed because I was so enamored by the chase. I wanted the chase. Oh, you don't want me? Well, I'm going to chase after you. I'm going to transform myself and be something that I'm not in order to get you. And after chasing a woman and getting her, she's used up. Like that, at that point, like, yeah, the fun was in the chasing. And once she let up and got caught, I realized I don't even like you like that. Or I realized that, okay, I just wanted one thing from you. And then once I got it from you, it was gone. I was gone. It was a wrap. That chase became now me not chasing, getting bored, and then trying to go find something else out there and creating a lot of heartbreak and trauma and pain in the process because I wasn't looking for anything. I just saw what I wanted and chased after it. And so I'm in this process now in my life where I have been divorced. Divorce sucks. It drains you. It takes the life out of you. I would not wish divorce on anybody. And if anybody is thinking about getting a divorce, if there is a way you can work through it, I am telling you, working through it is way easier than separating, getting a divorce and trying to rebuild your life from scratch. Because that's essentially what you have to do. Because you were connected to this person for years upon years upon years. And then when you detach or when you're ripped away, you are confused for a while of what's really going on in my life. Who am I really? So if you're thinking about it, and if there is a way you can salvage it, salvage it. Go to counseling, start working on yourself, stop pointing fingers at him or her because they're not the problem, you are. It all comes from within. They're not the problem, you are. And I realized that in my divorce. I kept trying to blame her. She's a problem. She's a problem. She's a problem. With her issues, for sure. But I had issues too that I wasn't looking at because, so it's crazy. I was looking at her issues, but it was through the lens of my issues. So whatever I was going through, I looked at her and tried to blame her for the issues that I had. And I'm now understanding if I work on the issue that I have, I can't blame my partner for those issues. It can't be on her if I can't control my sexual urges. It can't be on her if I don't know how to speak softly. It can't be on her if I feel not wanted as a man. I have to go within and work within to figure out why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And I never did for the most part. I never went in and was like, man, why am I feeling this way? It was a lot easier blaming her for why I felt the way I felt versus looking in the mirror and asking myself, hey, what's going on with you? So as a man, that's something that you should want to do. You should want to go within. And that's the hardest thing anyone can do. Go within and try to figure out what your trauma is, what pain you're living in at that moment. Who hurt you? That's a difficult thing to do. The easiest thing to do as a man is to look to your partner and blame her for why you feel the way you feel. It's easy. And that's what cowards do. I'm not sure why the word coward is just in my head, but the word coward has been in my head my last podcast. Men who cheat are cowards. Men who blame their feelings on their wives are cowards. Instead of blaming her, blame yourself. Work on yourself. Figure out why you feel the way you feel. Blaming someone is super easy. It takes no work. It takes no effort. I don't know why I got on that tangent, but I did. But going back to it. So, finding versus chasing. I've always chased. And those relationships have never worked out. Not one. Not one. Whether it be because I chased and got it and got bored, or whether it was she saw how clingy I was once we got together. And the roles reverse when we talk about masculine energy and feminine energy. And if a woman ever feels like she has to be the masculine energy in the relationship, that relationship is gone. I'm not talking about roles. I'm talking about the energy of that relationship. If she feels like she has to be the leader, if she feels like she has to get up and make those decisions, as a man, you have lost. Because if you do have kids, let's say you have 3 kids, and your woman is the one making all the decisions and choices in the relationship, because you assume happy wife, happy life. But she's going around telling all her friends and family, I have a 4th kid. I have a man who doesn't know how to be a man. And he's allowing me to lead, and she'll treat you like a kid. There won't be a lot of respect in that relationship because the roles have been reversed. She has taken more on a masculine role or energy, and you're taking on a feminine energy as a man. Those relationships, in my eyes, don't work out unless that man and that woman have sat down and had that conversation of the roles and energy that they brought into the household. And a lot of times people don't talk about it. They just feel a certain type of way, look at their partner and discuss and be like, I wish you would be better, or I wish I didn't have to do this or that. So we're assuming that our partners can mind read what we're feeling, and when they don't, we get angry and upset. So there's this book, Way to a Superior Man, and he talks about choosing a woman that chooses you. And this is a quote directly from the book. If a man wants a woman who doesn't want him, he cannot win. His neediness will undermine any possible relationship, and his woman will never be able to trust him. A man must determine whether a woman really wants him but is playing hard to get, or whether she doesn't want him. If she doesn't want him, he should immediately cease pursuing her and deal with his pain by himself. Because my man's going to be in pain because he got rejected. And a lot of times when I did the chasing, she rejected me first. And instead of dealing with the pain, I created a different version of myself to pursue this woman. And then when I got her, I inflicted the pain and I left. It was like a got you moment. Very twisted. Oh, you don't want me. Say less. I'll be the person that you will want. And then once I get what I want from you, then I'm out. So, as a man, and this is something that I'm working on now, because society says if you see someone that's beautiful, she's got a body, a personality, you go out and you make it happen. As a man, you chase it. But I'm in the process now of I'm done chasing, and I want to find, detect, see, like work towards finding my person versus chasing my person. Because just think how tiring that is. You're chasing after a person, or you what you assume is your person, and she's not having it, and she's just running, saying hi to all the boys, letting them hit, and you still chasing, assuming eventually you'll get it. But then once you get it, you realize all the stuff that she was doing with all the dudes that didn't hold a candle to who you were as a man. And because then you found out about all this stuff, then you become vindictive. And now the chase is not really about the chase. The chase is about, okay, cool, I'm going to get you. I'm going to warm you up, make you think I'm something that I'm not. And then once I feel like you're falling, I'm out. It's just an evil game that we play in this society. It's a stupid game that we play in this society. That's why people who are single, they say this is the worst. It's the worst because there's a lot of people just chasing after something that they think they want. It's like that kid that has a toy and the other kid comes up and wants that toy because that kid just wants it. And it's his toy and he makes a big fuss and a big deal about it. And the parents have, make the kid give, the kid who has the toy to him, and the kid plays with it for a couple of minutes and then drops it and goes about his business. It wasn't about the toy. It was about who had the toy. And at some point, as you get older and mature, it should not be about the toy. It should not be about the chase. It should not be about sex. It should be about looking at this person and seeing, can I build with her? Finding to me comes with relationship, dating. I don't think that verse meant when you look to someone, you're just going to find her. I think it meant you're talking to someone, you're vibing. You might not think she's the one. She could be a friend, but slowly, each and every day, you're finding her. You're seeing things about her that would make her a great wife. And then you start to make plans as a man. Okay, like I see you. Let's have a discussion about like next steps. It's such a mature way of handling things in my eyes. And I wish I've done it more often than not. Because a lot of times, if I was looking for something in a woman and it wasn't there, then I could have walked away and been okay. But because I was so blinded by the chase, so blinded by sex, that there was no looking. I wasn't trying to find anything in her. I just wanted to devour her. And I'm now at a stage where, especially in this single life, where it's just so easy to go out there and have sex with women. You take a step back and you realize, I don't want to chase. I want to find something, grow into something. And society will push you. If they think you're a good couple, they will push you or demand, hey, y'all should be. And there have been times in my life where I would make that assumption. Okay, well, if everyone else thinks that we should be together, then we should be together. Again, not making my own decisions and discerning, is she right for me? Do we connect on a spiritual, mental, emotional level besides just sex? Because a lot of my connections back in the day was if she had that good. And if she did, I'm connected. I mean, that's just what it was. But now it's more than just, does she have that good? Is she a good person? Does she listen? Will she be available if you're hurt? Will she try to break you down if you come to her being open, honest, and transparent about something that's going on in your life? That's what we as men should be looking for and seeking. The importance of friends can help you as a man not be in a situation where you're chasing after a woman. Because if I am your friend and I see you chasing, I will tell you, hey, boss, you're going down a road that not a lot of people come back from happy. It doesn't seem like she wants you. She's not returning your calls. She's not returning your texts. She texts you out the blue. You're putting all this effort and emotion and time into her, and she's not doing the same. It's not looking good. As friends, if you have real, honest friends and they see that, they should tell you about it. That's why it's important to choose friends that are on a different level than you are. Because if y'all are all chasing, can't nobody see the danger that's about to happen, the hurt and the pain that's about to happen. And the reason why you don't chase as a man is because women can feel your neediness. And once she feels that you need her more than she needs you, she would never trust your masculine core. I'm going to say it again. Once she feels that you need her more than she needs you, she will never trust your masculine core. She cannot trust you. It's crazy. And y'all might think, man, what is this dude talking about? But I've been in these situations where I have made an attempt to show a woman that I want her more than she wants me. And here I am. Here I am. It's such a true statement. And it's not just with one woman. It has been with multiple women in my life where whenever she became the priority, when I was choosing her over everything else in my life, she lost trust and respect for who I was as a man. Because your core, your masculine core, is your mission, your purpose, and your direction in life. Your woman is a part of that. She is not that. And if you make her that, she loses trust and respect in you. Your masculine core can't be your wife. Your masculine core can't be your kids. You have a mission, you have a purpose, and you have a direction that your life needs to go in order for their lives to be better. If you are saying, my wife and my kids are my mission, my purpose, and my direction in life, you have no direction in life because you go how they go. As a man, you go how they go. And if it's rocky and uneven, well, then guess what you are? You're rocky and uneven. It is so important for you as a man to prioritize your masculine core, prioritize your mission, your purpose, and your direction in life. Because if you create a foundation that is sturdy, that doesn't move and shake when things start to go bad, then your wife and your kids love you for it. Because that's what you were created to do. You were created to carry the burden of the things that they couldn't carry. But if you're over here chasing and y'all now together and she's, the one that is leading the household, when things go awry and they're looking to you, you have nothing that you can give them. You can't lead them. So in your feminine energy, you look to your wife to lead, which is twisting the whole narrative, especially if your kids are watching or if you have sons. And they're pushing this in society right now. They're pushing this in TVs and TV shows. I see it right now where all these dudes are weak as hell and they're making women strong. And there's nothing wrong with strong women. We need strong women in this world, but we also need strong men. This world isn't a world without strong men in it. But they're pushing this narrative of don't be a leader, be weak. Chase after this female. Let her lead. I've lived that life. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. And if there are people who are real about it, men who have chased after and tried to make it work in their relationship, they would probably say it hasn't worked for them neither. Your woman should need you more than you need her. Your woman should need you more than you need her. Because as a man, you were built to carry more weight. And people can be like, oh, that's sexist, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I don't care. It's the truth. As a man, you were built to carry more weight. Society is the way that it is now because men aren't carrying the freaking weight. They're allowing their wives to carry the weight. They're allowing their oldest son to carry the weight. They're allowing other people to carry the weight, and it's causing chaos. These kids now don't respect no authority. They'll cuss you out in school. They'll fight you in school. And I guarantee you, if you go into that household and you see who's raising these kids, it is a woman. And I'm not saying she's doing it in a negative way or she's bad at raising kids, but there needs to be someone else in that household carrying that burden that she can't carry. She can't carry all of it. And as men, we are allowing women to carry all the burden. And it's creating chaos. Seeing it with my own eyes right now. So it's important. If you're single and you're trying to court a woman or you're trying to look for a woman, if you don't want to be single, don't chase after her, because chasing is giving your power to someone who might not deserve it. Finding someone, you're giving your power little by little to see what she does with it. Chasing, you just give her the power. You have it all. Do with me as you will. Finding is, let me say this, or let me give her this and see what she does with it. And if she blesses it or multiplies it, that goes in your memory bank. That's something that you want with your woman. So as men, it is important. And I'll say this, in my marriage, we tried to make it work. Around this time last year, matter of fact, we tried to make it work, but I came into it with the notion of neediness. I needed her because I wanted to show people how God could work in a relationship that was destroyed and was put back together. It wasn't even about her. And I sometimes tried to blame her for the last time we tried to make it work in our marriage. But it wasn't even about her. It was about protecting my ego, protecting my status that I thought I had in this community. People don't give a damn about you, especially if you screw up out in the open, in public. They'll ridicule you. They'll judge you. They'll look down on you. All the while, all the crap in their closet is about to bust out. But as long as no one else sees it, they're good. It's crazy. But I was a people pleaser. So I wanted people to like me. And who likes a man who gets divorced, who has cheated? No one likes that. No one likes that guy. That's a horrible guy. What a loser he is. If I could have cultivated and saved my marriage, that wasn't going to be a God thing. That was going to be an Aaron thing. Look what I did. And I went into it with the mindset of do whatever it is that she wants me to do. Be whatever person she wants me to be. If she wants to hurt me because I hurt her, just suck it up and allow it to happen. But in that process, I was still learning and growing and figuring myself out. And then one day I just realized this ain't what I need to be doing. This isn't beneficial for me or for her. We're just wasting each other's time at this point. But I came in with the mindset of chasing, and there was no respect. Hell, she didn't trust me to begin with, so there was no trust there regardless, you know what I mean? No respect, no trust. I was viewed as a little boy and not a man that I know that God has called me to be, because I was chasing after somebody that didn't want me. And when you come to that realization as a man, that hurts. That's why in that quote he says, deal with your pain by yourself. Not being wanted hurts because you know all of the things you can provide for this person. But they're going to go out and choose someone that has half of your qualities, and you see it. That hurts as well. But now I'm in a phase where, listen, like I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table when it comes to a relationship. I'm not a bad dude. Did I do bad things? I did. I regret them. I wish it didn't happen. But I also know what else I brought to the table besides all the negative things that I brought to the table. And I brought a lot of good to the table as well. And so now knowing who I am, I'm not going out looking for the same thing I was looking for before. That's the importance of always growing and trying to figure out yourself. Because a lot of people like to blame women. I have friends that women ain't this and women ain't that. Women do this, women do that. But in my head, I'm like, bruh, all of them? If all of them are doing it, it's not the women, my guy. It's you. Women do it too. Men ain't shit. No, your picker ain't shit. Your man picker ain't shit. Because you're the one picking these dudes. And because you don't know how to pick dudes correctly, you're going to put all dudes in the same scenario. All these dudes are just trash. You might be the trash. You might be the person that needs to go and figure out, why am I picking people who treat me this way? It can't always be the females. It can't always be the dudes. At some point, it's got to be you. At some point, you got to take accountability for what it is that, you're doing to continue to put you in situations where you're getting hurt. And I had to look at myself. I kept chasing and I kept getting hurt. And I'm just assuming what it says in the Bible. If I chase her, aka if I find her, he finds a good thing. But he who finds a good thing has to be connected to the source, Jesus. And a lot of times when I was chasing after women, there was no connection to the source. It was what my flesh wanted. I'm talking to somebody now, and there wasn't a chase. It built over time. People kept saying, oh, well, she's cool. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. Cool. I wasn't hearing it because I wasn't connected to the source. I did not see who she could be because I was always looking at what they could give me. But here in the last few months, I've been more connected to the source, and God has opened my eyes to the possibility of what we could be and what she is. And so I'm coming on this podcast in a place of learning and growing. I didn't want it because that's not what I was looking for. But finding it, I realized that's what I was looking for. And it's just a level of maturity. I am finding it and not chasing it. And by finding it, it's creating a connection that has never been felt before because it's a connection that's real and not fake. It's a connection that is source connected. And who knows? I don't know where it's going to go. But every day I'm finding things out about her that makes her cool. So as a man, it is important to not chase after a woman and be in your core masculine, which is know your mission, know your purpose, know your direction in life. And the people and the things and the woman who needs to be in your life will come because you are on a sturdy platform and you can't be swayed one way or another because you know what it is that you were put on this life to do. Speaking from experience, fellas, stop chasing, start looking for the qualities that you want. Because a fat ass and big titties can take you so far. And then you're going to have to talk to that person and grow with that person and learn with that person. And a lot of times, it's not what dudes want, but they're already stuck. 2 or 3 kids, 10 years together. Might as well fight this out. That never works. So it's important when you're searching and seeking to find someone who works with you and for you to be better than to chase after someone for the thrill of it. So if anyone hasn't told you today that they love you, let me be the first to say I love you. You're awesome. You're amazing. You deserve the best that this world has to offer. Do not give up. Do not quit. The world does not get easier. You will get stronger. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And for daily, motivational, and up-to-date content, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Excellence Above Talent. And remember, keep moving forward, never give up, and you are never alone in this battle. We'll see you next time.